Welcome to Inquiry Theory. I'm Micah, and today we're here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We're asking people some questions about whether the United States is a high or low trust society. So let's get started. All right, we're here with
Jim.
Jim. All right, and let's see here, Jim. So America, do you think the U.S. is kind of like a high trust or a low trust society right now?
Right now, I think it's a high trust society because of our president.
Okay, so that was the second question: is what exactly do you think kind of makes it a high trust society right now?
Well, I like the way in which the president's moving our country. I like everything that's going on. I dig the economy coming up. I like that. It's just a high trust society. I like what he's doing.
Okay, so you think like the trust in government's kind of on the rise?
Right now, yes. If someone else was in, I wouldn't think that. I'd be totally opposite of that.
Okay, great. And then the final question is, what do you think, like, how can we keep improving, do you think?
Keep common sense in our society.
Okay.
Common sense is what we need to be about.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you for your time, Jim.
You're welcome.
See if he wants to add anything else.
Is there anything else you have to add?
Go Trump.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks.
Got it?
You're welcome.
We really appreciate that, man.
No
Thank
problem,
you so much.
I hope it helps out.
All right.
Love the car.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
okay,
great.
hold on. So
Is that where you guys were going? Were you on
Whatever.
the other end?
We're going for whatever people think. Right?
Yeah,
We just
so
want to know what people
Where are
think.
you guys at?
So we personally
we
kind
agree
of...
with you.
Okay.
Well, we
cool.
agree on the Trump issue.
Yes.
I think it's a low trust, but I think it's improving.
I think
Yeah.
it's low trust because of before Trump.
Yes.
Well,
I think
here's the thing, and let me
Hold on, hold
specify
microphone.
this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Here's what I think. I think that we got railroaded for the last 4 years, so it's going to take a minute to get to the high trust.
Yes.
I think that he's fixing where we're getting, and so it'll become a high trust. Give it a year.
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Awesome
Appreciate
car.
Enjoy.
No, yeah, love it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. We're here with
David.
And Monica?
David and Monica. All right. Do you think the U.S. is a high or low trust society?
Hi.
I trust our citizens more than our government, unfortunately.
Interesting answer. Okay. And the next follow-up is why do you think what you think?
Because the citizens are the ones that's supporting everything, and the government is the ones that's running everything into the ground.
He answered my question very good, but absolutely, as a, I bleed red, white, and blue, and love my country, and we just need to get it back. We need to scrape away, and even if we start from the very beginning, just scrape all the fat off, and let's get down to the meat.
Great. Okay, that was a really good answer. And the final one is what can we do better, do you think, to make us more of a high trust society?
Work together. Quit being so trivial about the small stuff, and everybody work together.
Absolutely, absolutely. No color, no race.
Right.
Guys, come on. We are all human beings. We have got to. I mean, I wouldn't feel safe sitting in Nashville right now. I am in Murfreesboro. It's we got to start trusting each other. We have to start being honest with each other. We got to quit being haters.
All right. Very well spoken. Thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. What's your name?
Micah.
Micah. Oh, what a lovely name.
Thank you.
David.
David.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you so much for
Born,
your
bred,
time.
and raised right here in Rutherford County.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's, I thought we were cutting it there.
I'm just saying we can add anything onto it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to add anything onto it.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's what I was just talking about. How Murfreesboro has really brought the square back to life in a good way. In a good way.
When do you think that kind of started?
It ain't been maybe a year or two ago.
Okay.
Because see, I remember when that used to be the Murfreesboro Bank and Trust, and Moody Drugs was
Yeah.
down there, and Fred's was over there, and it's just and it kind of died out. Everything moved away, but they've been able to revitalize it and bring it back in a good way. I do believe.
Yeah. That's really neat because I moved down here about 6 years ago from Ohio, and it was this. I was shocked when we came out here tonight. I was shocked at the people, and because I live over in Manchester, so I'm not out this way much.
right.
But it was it's very different from when I first moved down here. So
I'm a transplant. I came from Phoenix. I was actually born on the air base. I was born in Japan, and I lived and grew up in Phoenix. And so when I 95, 95, I don't even remember. Oh, 87, because John, it was like Phoenix,
Right.
20 years ago. It was absolutely beautiful. And our only issue now is so many out-of-town developers coming in, stealing up land. I mean, nobody's farming anymore.
Yeah.
But to be able to sit here, right now, some people have staked roots and they've made it what it is. They haven't given up, when everybody tries to push them out of the way. It's a small town feel because it's a small town compared to everything else. And you can't let that go. You can't come in here with your big town ideas and say, okay, we're going to make it like this. No, leave us alone. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah. And it sounds like, to tie it in kind of like the high and low trust, it sounds like smaller communities allow a higher trust atmosphere to a degree.
Communities turn off the news and open the door to their neighbor and still welcome people into the house. I still call people. How barbaric is that, man? I still call people. I mean, put down the phone and just look across the table. We really need to do that. We really need to do that. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the answers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we're here with...
Meredith.
All right, Meredith, do you think the U.S. is currently a high or low trust society?
I would go low trust.
Okay, and what makes you say that?
I would say there's too much division, and that trust has been broken several times by people in authority.
Okay, so low trust in institutions and government and stuff like that. Okay.
And institutions, even religious institutions,
Okay. And what do you think they could do to kind of like improve or maybe win back that trust?
I don't know if I have an answer yet. I think a lot of our generation is kind of like at a let's wait back and see for a little bit. Let's see how things play out.
Gotcha. It's kind of turmoil right now, and let's see where the blocks settle.
Yeah, definitely. Like, kind of keep your aces close to your vest.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you for your time. We're here with...
Robbie.
All right. And do you think the U.S. is a low or high trust society right now?
Medium.
Medium? Okay. What makes you say medium?
Because you have people you can trust, but it's all over the place right now.
Okay.
People, I seem to end up finding myself more worried about other people and other thoughts rather than myself. And I think if I worried more about myself and stopped trying to bring everybody else's stuff into my world, I think I would be in a better place. So maybe I really just need to trust myself.
Okay, so it sounds like more like the small circle trust is pretty high right now, but maybe like larger, maybe, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but maybe like government or institutions or even just larger outside of your circle is a bit hazy.
Everything as it gets bigger gets hazy.
That's a good answer. Yeah. Yeah. And so what do you think could be done to kind of improve this trust where it's lacking?
Just talking to each other, do stuff like this, look at people in their eyes, and a total different world when you're having like a real conversation.
So just talk to each other and understand each other and listen.
Yeah. Like if you, listen like you want to, don't just wait for your turn to talk, so.
I like that answer.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
What's your name, man?
Robbie Howard, yeah.
All right, we're here with
Jose.
Jose. All right, Jose, do you think the U.S. is a high or low trust society?
Medium.
Medium? Okay, what makes you say that?
Well, depending on what part of the society you're looking at. If you're looking for the government, it's half.
Okay, so like maybe small scale is probably a higher trust. You trust your friends, family, close circle.
Yeah.
Okay, and then maybe do you have like what makes it a lower, like what brings it down to medium for you?
Well, here cause everybody all the life is like in a rush. Okay. Like nobody's ever full complete friendship with all the people.
People are looking out for themselves.
Yeah.
So it makes it hard for them to look out for others.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you can, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry, it's okay.
Okay, if you could improve, what do you think we could improve to make it a higher trust?
Well, it's hard here because everybody moves when they grow up. So most of the people I know, they are from different parts of the country. So you lose connection with the people you knew from your childhood. Okay. So pretty much of my friends I know, they're my friends since childhood. So probably you're from Tennessee?
Ohio.
You see?
Yes. I moved down here. But yeah, okay. So it sounds like maybe, the higher trust is more easily accessible with friends and family who stay close and keep an actual interest with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Like tighter community. So a tighter community can lead to a higher trust society.
Yeah, that's true.
So people listening to each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Jose. We really appreciate it.
Anytime.
You have a good one.
Is there anything else you want to?
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
People should start reading more books and watch less TV.
Read more books.
Read more books?
TV.
I agree with that. I like that. Thank you so much for your time.
Take care, bro.
Thank you, man.
Take care. We're here with.
Crystal Springer.
All right, Crystal, do you think the U.S. is a high or low trust society?
Low.
Low? Okay, what makes you say that?
I just think that we're kind of living in chaos right now, and there's a lot of negativity, like on the news and things like that, and that just really affects people and their mental health. So I think it's really just everything that's kind of being put out there is really affecting people in a more negative way.
Okay, so like a low trust in institutions and the media and mainly media and stuff like that, it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay, how do you think we could kind of improve on that?
Be kinder to each other and put out more positivity. More things that you share that are positive or enjoying little things in life.
So it sounds like maybe the media needs to kind of stop the sensationalism and focus on maybe more positive stories and stuff like that.
I definitely think that would help, yeah.
Okay. All right, is there any final comments or anything you want to add?
I think that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Crystal.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we're here with
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. Okay, do you think the U.S. is a high or low trust society?
Low.
Low? Okay, what makes you say that?
Everything that's happening in the world right now, everybody just kind of assumes one thing and then is very mean towards everybody else. So it's like, why can't we all just be one and a happy family again instead of hating everybody every which direction?
A lot of division.
Yeah.
What do you think kind of causes that division?
Politics.
I think that's pretty accurate. Okay, so how do you think it could improve?
If everybody put their beliefs to the side and stopped hating one another for each other's beliefs and just started understanding each other again and knowing that it's okay to have different beliefs and talk them through. Don't yell at each other because you have different beliefs and just, I don't know, be united again instead of apart. So.
All right, well, I think that's a great answer. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. We're here with
Valerie.
Valerie, do you think the U.S. is a high or low trust society?
I think it depends on where you are. I feel pretty safe here in Middle Tennessee. I don't feel scared in a lot of places here. I've lived in other cities like St. Louis and stuff, and it's definitely depending on where you are. It kind of depends, but I think for the most part, people are pretty trusting and helpful.
Okay, so why? I think you did a pretty good job explaining, but if I may ask, why would it be a little bit different depending on the city? Like what kind of connection there do you think makes it a lower or higher trust?
I have no idea.
Okay, no, that's okay. That's fine.
I don't know what. Maybe
You're just observing.
bigger. Maybe it's because it's bigger and it's more people put together. So the more people, you're just going to have more bad people if you have more people. So maybe that has to do with it.
Maybe it's harder to have trust with a more spread crowd. Like you've got to keep your trust a little closer to home.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, and what do you think could be done to kind of improve that?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's an answer too. All right, let me figure out how to do this without blocking any of your stuff. I don't want to block. Is this yours? Art?
This is, yeah, all mine.
This is really cool.
I'll step out a little further.
That is neat. Awesome. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Is that a bald eagle?
No, yeah.
That's awesome. We've got a bald eagle out where I live that literally circles our property. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I love him. Named him Kevin. But so, all right, Ethan, we ready?
Yes.
Okay. We're here with
Audrey.
Audrey. Do you think the U.S. is a high or low trust society?
I'd probably say low trust.
Okay, what makes you say that?
I think that we are generally pretty afraid of the people around us, and we shouldn't be, but I think that that's the vibe.
Okay, I think that's a fair assessment. How do you think we kind of improve on that?
I think just trusting those around you and seeing the best in people, just being more optimistic.
Need more communication and to understand each other.
No, yeah, and send out good, you get good back. So.
Awesome. Is there anything else you can think of you'd like to add, or?
No, not really. That pretty much covers it.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Okay, we're here with.
My name is Seth.
Nice to meet you, Seth. We're just wondering, do you think the U.S. is a high or low trust society?
Have to go with low.
Okay, what makes you say low?
I would say more often than not, if you are leaving your house for work in the morning, you're going to be locking your doors. If you ride your bike somewhere, you're going to be bringing a bike lock. If you're leaving your car, you're going to be locking your car. Mostly because you're afraid that if you don't, there's a very probable chance someone will break in and do something.
Okay, that's really, I like that answer. It's a really good answer, really well thought out. Why do you think that is? Like, what's causing that, do you think?
I think a lot of it is due to maybe some, and I'm not up to date on crime statistics, but like maybe back in decades past, crime was rather high. I believe the 70s was rather high crime rate, and even though it's been dropping generally over the years, people still have that idea of crime is still high, crime is still probable, and if you don't protect yourself, you'll be sorry for it, essentially.
Better safe than sorry.
Exactly.
Okay. What do you think we can kind of do to maybe improve that?
That's a very hard question.
I'm not sure.
We understand that.
That's one question. Like everybody wants to know.
We could solve all the problems if we had that.
I guess my answer would be very vague, very general. Just a stronger. You'll notice areas that have very high trust. For example, if you have like farm stands, like in very rural communities where people, for example, you leave produce out like eggs or something like that, and you take the eggs and you just trust somebody will leave money there.
Yeah.
More often than not, it's very tight-knit communities where kind of everyone knows each other. Okay. So familiarity, exactly. Yeah. So if you have high familiarity in an area, more likely than not, you're going to have a higher trust society, I would say.
Awesome. So kind of increase familiarity, maybe get to know your neighbor, and come down. Not to put words in your mouth. If correct me if I'm wrong. But like kind of like, maybe unplug. Maybe kind of get to know your neighbors, and like my parents' generation, they'd ask their neighbor for a cup of sugar. Like, like nowadays, I wouldn't. Like, something I think of.
I don't even know my neighbors. And I've lived there for almost 5 years. I do not know them.
I live 5 feet away from my neighbors. I don't know their names.
I think we live in such an anonymous and litigious society that...
Give this man a quarter.
This is the man you need to speak to. He will hit you with them hard words.
I think that we live in such an anonymous and litigious society that we are kind of disconnected from the idea of a community.
Okay.
So synonymous with society. Like we live in a low trust society because we don't know and consequently trust our neighbors, because it's all about the verification of that trust, and the contractual nature of that trust.
And I just to propose something that I just thought of. Do you think that's kind of influenced through maybe the media, or kind of like it's exacerbated by the media? Like we've kind of have stopped talking to each other and then let media, whether it be social or legacy, kind of influence our thought on our neighbors.
I think it is exacerbated by the media. I think that hysteria and panic sells in the media. At the end of the day, it's a matter of the composition of the culture of a society. If it's a rural community where we know each other and everyone's grown up or known, families and whatnot, much more understandable that it would be a trusting society. if it is a fractional society where there is a lot of movement, a lot of migration, a lot of people coming and going, a lot of anonymity, where there is kind of more chaos to the composition of that society, then yeah, there's going to be a lower element of trust just because you have to rebuild that trust. I've always been a believer that trust is earned and not given, and that can vary based upon the composition of any given culture.
And if you guys got to go, you can go by any means. I don't mean to keep you here, but that's really interesting. You say that in terms of like the fluidity of people moving around and new experiences, and it's so easy to do that nowadays, whereas maybe 50, 60, 70 years ago it was a bit harder to pick up and move and just go somewhere new, so people kind of got accustomed to who was around them. Do you think in our new age of being able to just kind of pack everything up and go, that this is just kind of something that just comes with the territory, or do you think we can combat that lower trust through effort or through whatever means?
I think you can combat anything through effort. I think the easier thing to do is to go toward a state of continued entropy and chaos, and where you are losing trust in your community and placing trust in contract and enterprise and things of that nature, versus investing time, effort, relationship, communication with neighbors, with community, with small business, instead of that investment going toward other things.
Like big corporations is what you're saying?
Like big corporations, exactly.
I feel like we need to get away from big corporations and go back to the mom and pop shops.
Okay.
I feel like that
Definitely.
right there builds a stronger community to me than going to just shopping at Walmart, for instance, or Costco or something like that.
There's a lot of community at Walmart.
There is. Like,
Man, I used to work there. That's something else.
People of Walmart.
but no, seriously. Like, we really need to get away from big corporations, and I think that's where America's heading. I feel like America's more of a show to the rest of the world than it is serious, in my opinion. How to get out of that, I do not know.
$1 million question.
That is exactly it. Hell yeah.
All right.
I think it like any other life choice where you sacrifice in one area for convenience in another. You buy the bottled Nestle water because you're sacrificing the microplastics and the everything that Nestle has done as a company against human rights and all of that for the convenience of a bottle of water, and that's something that you do sometimes.
The ease and simplicity.
Ease and simplicity, and then sometimes you go down to a small hardware store because you like the guys there, and maybe you pay a few extra bucks, but you appreciate the fact that they're good people that are putting up a good business. Who have a genuine interest and a genuine knowledge about the subject that you're asking them about. And you're investing in their time and their knowledge and their understanding, basically seeding back into the community. And yes, you may sacrifice some money, you may sacrifice some time to do that, but it's about what's important to you.
Gotcha. So we need to start reprioritizing that allocation of resources and effort and attention.
If that's a change that we want to make, we absolutely have to sacrifice in other areas to invest in that.
Very well spoken. It was very good. Thank you so much for your time, guys.